Hello students, today we will start with a new topic, that is phrase. In your previous video you have learnt about the sentences, right? But in this video I am going to explain you about the phrases. Okay? Afterwards I will tell you the difference between a phrase and a sentence, but let me explain you first what are phrases or what is a phrase. Okay, so this is my handwritten notes which I have made it for you all to make you understand that what is a phrase. Okay, so look at these. Phrase is a group of words. Okay, phrase, it's a group of words, but it will not give you a complete sense. It will not give you a complete sense means it will simple a group of words. There will be no subject and verb combination in this. Subject and verb combination means there will be no subject in it and there will be no verb in the sentence. Okay, in the phrase. So yes, phrase is a group of words. There will be no subject verb combination in a phrase and it doesn't give a complete sense. Obviously, if a phrase is a group of words and it doesn't have a subject and a verb in it, so how it will give you a complete sense? It will give you a sense, but it will not give you a complete sense. No meaning if it is used alone. No meaning means that particular group of words will not give you any sense if it will be used alone. But it gives a complete meaning when it joins with a sentence. Yes, it will give you a complete meaning or a unique meaning when it will give you when it will be joined with a sentence. Now for this, let us go with some examples. Now see. Now let us go with some example like a beautiful home. See this example, a beautiful home. A beautiful home. Okay, it's a group of words. Yes. But there is any subject and verb in this sentence? No. There is no subject and there is no object in this sentence. There is no verb and there is no verb and there is no subject in this sentence. Okay. A beautiful home is giving you a complete sense. Is it giving you a complete sense? No. It is not giving a complete sense. Why it is not giving a complete sense? Because in this group of words there is no subject, there is no verb. Understood? But if I'll add these two more words, I built. Here I is a subject and here built is a verb. As I told you that phrase will give you a unique meaning. When it will give you a unique meaning? When it will join with a sentence. And what is a sentence? Sentence is a group of words that gives you a complete sentence and it has a subject and verb combination. Okay, so now it has a subject and verb combination both. It is a subject. The I is a subject here and built is a verb here. So now I built a beautiful home. Now this a beautiful home was not giving you a complete sense. It was a group of words. So this a beautiful home is a phrase, and if I'll add I built a beautiful home, now it's a complete sentence. Clear now? So let me clear you with more examples. Let us take this. On the table. On the table, it will not give you a complete sense. But if I'll add the book is on the table. The book is the subject. The book is a subject and is a verb. Now it is a complete sentence. The book is on the table. Same here. After a long time. After a long time is a phrase, but if I'll add Ram met Sham after a long time, now it's a complete sentence. Understood? So if we want to make a phrase, if we want to make a sentence, so we have to add few things in the phrase. See the third example, full of red roses. full of red roses is a phrase, but if I add the garden is full of roses. So here what I have done, I have just added subject and verb to make a complete sentence. So let me tell you the more things. Before that, I should tell you the difference between in a phrase and a sentences. I have made a table for you all to make you clear that what is a phrase and what is a sentence, and what is the difference between the two. If I'll give you any sentence, how you will find it out that it is a phrase or it is a sentence. Okay, now see, phrase, it's a group of words. Okay, sentence, it is also a group of words. Fine. But in phrase, no subject verb combination is there. Means you will not find subject and verb in the phrase. But in this, subject verb combination is there. Means there is a subject also and there is a verb also. Okay. Now see the third one. It does not give complete sense. Means what? That phrase will not give you a complete sense, but sentence will give you a complete sense. Okay. Now I have already written all these things. I am repeating it again so that you may understand the difference between the two. No meaning if used alone. There will be no meaning if you will use phrase alone. If used in a sentence, has a unique meaning. If you will use phrase in a sentence, it will give you a unique meaning. Understood? So this was a phrase, okay, that it's a group of words, but there is no subject and verb combination. Subject भी नहीं होता उसके अंदर और verb भी नहीं होता. Understood? पर अगर आप उसके अंदर subject और verb मिलाते हो, if you will join subject and verb, then you can make a complete sentence. But keep it in your mind, the sentence will always start with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. But phrase will never start with a capital letter. Okay. So now, if you will look at your book, in your book also it is given the same meaning of a phrase. A phrase is a group of words that make some sense. Okay, that I have already explained you, but not complete sense. It does not have a verb, subject or predicate. Obviously, I have already explained you that phrase doesn't have a verb, doesn't have a subject and predicate. Okay. So they have also given you an examples like in the morning at the station. These two are the phrases. In the morning, it's not giving any complete sense. No subject, no verb in these two phrases. So it's not making any complete sense. But if I'll add, they reached home. Okay, they reached home in the morning. Means they reached home, we have added in this. Okay, the train is at the station. Now the train is at the station, we have added the train is in this sentences, in this phrase to make a complete sentence. Now it's a complete sentence. Okay, so I hope you all have understood phrases, and you have also understood the difference between a sentence and a phrase. Okay, so let us start with the exercises. Your first exercise 1 I have solved for you all. Now in this, what you have to do, you have to choose one of these phrase from this, and then you have to make a sentence over here. Like, don't put all your eggs. Okay, so what you have to do, this is an incomplete sentence they have given you. Now you have to choose any of these traits to make a complete sentence. Now don't put all your eggs in one basket. Now it's a complete sentence. Okay, so this is your homework for today, that you have to finish this I and J exercise. Now let us see the J exercise. Complete these sentences with the help of suitable phrases given below. One has been done for you. One they have done it for you, that complete these sentences. You have to complete these sentences and you have to choose the suitable phrases from the box. One they have done and one I have done for you. Like Diwali is the festival of lights. So this is the festival of lights is a this phrase, and you have to find it from this box to completed. So I have done the railway station was not very crowded. Was not very crowded is a phrase. So I have added in a incomplete sentence to make a full sentence. Now it's a complete sentence. So now this is your homework for today, that you have to finish these 2 exercises. Okay. So tomorrow I will give you again the 2 more exercises. Okay. So thank you and have a nice day.